Guys, welcome back to another video, and today we were checking out the new War Tycoon update. Yes, there's another one. They're pumping out these updates really fast, and they have added 4 new things in this update, and it is pretty cool. So let me just show you the first thing which was added, which is in the garage. So this is for Rebirth 1 and above players. They've added the support tablet. I don't remember if there was something here and if it was replaced, but I think they might have just added it on because I remember this being the Mac 10 actually being the last thing in this row. So they've added the support tablet, which looks pretty cool. So this is it. It's like just a little PNG screen with call it airdrop on it. So let's quickly check this out outside. Okay, so if you press, so the call airdrop will be 25,000 money or dollars, yeah. And they can spawn various vehicles. So they can spawn the buggy, the Humvee, the Wiesel and all of its variants, which we will get to in a moment. They spawn the Speedy Humvee, the ATV, the Gurkha, the JLTV, the M1117 Guardian, the BMPT Terminator, and the Lavad, which I'm surprised they can spawn a tank, which is pretty good. And since I don't have the lava, I won't be able to test if you spawn on water, if it will, you know, go on the water. Because I've tested it with other vehicles and it just falls straight to the bottom. So yeah, that is pretty cool. So let's spawn the JLTV and I'll show you how it works. So it's basically just the airdrop, and if you're too far away, it turns red. So you have to do it pretty close. And when you actually press it, it doesn't say airdrop on the way or anything like that. It's just silent, which I don't really like, because with the airstrikes it says airstrike on the way, which I like a lot compared to this. So let's spawn it in. So you look at the iPad and you press a couple of buttons, and it starts coming. So an AC-130 comes and it drops it. So yeah, originally I thought airdrops would be like kind of like it's unrealistic. I don't really like this, but honestly, I'm quite happy with it. I think it's a very good feature and all that's actually in the game. So yeah, spawn the JLTV. Pretty good. So yes, and it also has around a minute. I think it's a minute 30 or a minute 15-second cooldown. So it's pretty cool. And also, I'm pretty sure I'm not 100% sure, but I think they've changed it where I'm pretty sure that airstrikes used to have infinite range, so you could call one over there. But now, if you do it too far away, it turns red. You see that? Just like the support tablet. So I think they wanted it to be similar. Because I used to like be able to airstrike all the way onto that mountain, but now it turns red. So yes, that's another new thing. So let's check on to the 3 other new things, which are tanks. So the second half of this update will be for Reaper 6 and above. So the first thing is the Wiesel 1 MK20, which will be a light tank armed with an autocannon. The ornaments are 20mm autocannon, which is explosive. It's 55 speed, which is pretty cool, and it will have health of 1000. And special functionality is it's able to be airdropped. I think there's an independence also on this. Let me just deal with this. Continue recording this video. Oh, it's 2. I don't know if I could do anything against that. If it was 1, I might be able to kill it. I'll try. Yeah, but killed me. Yeah, I'm just gonna hope they leave, because I cannot kill 2 independences with 1 Zumwalt. Yeah, well, you guys will just have to have some background noise while I look at the weasels. Well, it looks like they're moving away, so. Alright, so let's get back into this without that interruption. So you guys might have to rip headphone users, you might have to hear some independent shots for a little while. So back to this. The speed is 55 and this will be with no upgrades. So That's pretty good, and the health is 1000. So it costs no hull parts, which is really good. It costs 1 turret and 1 engine. It has 4 speed, 2 health, and 1 firepower. So let's spawn it in. So yes, it is pretty tiny compared to the other tanks. And up here we have the autocannon, and this has no smoke, which is kind of annoying. So yes, let's get in. It feels very slow at the start, it's very bad acceleration. But when you get the full speed, it's really fast. It's fast like the BMP2 and P2. So you can see the fire rate. It has like the same sound as the explosive sniper, which is a bit weird. And then it has the modern tank scope. And the operation to do this is call in 25 vehicles using airdrops. So that is pretty easy. And the next one is the Wiesel 1 Tow 2. So it is armed with a Tow 2, like in its name. It is a missile that can, it's a javelin that can lock on to ground vehicles. But if you do not lock onto a ground vehicle, it can be used as a wire-guided missile, so you can hit down aircrafts. And it has 1 anti-air machine gun. So oh yeah, this is 1 upgrade. I upgraded the firepower, so these are the base stats here. So it would be costing the same amount as the MK20. No hull, 1 turret, 1 engine. Its special functionality is it can be spawned with the airdrop. And a 55 speed and 1000 health. It is a light tank armed with tow. It has 4 speed, 2 health, and since I've upgraded it, I don't know if it's a 1 or 2 firepower. You'll have to look at yourself. Look at that one yourself. So let's spawn it in. So it looks like the exact same as the MK20 except for its ornaments. So it has a javelin at the back which has no functionality. Then up here we have the anti-air machine gun, which is pretty good. And then we have the javelin and slash wire-guided missile at the top. So let's get in. So it has the modern tank scope. And the anti-air machine gun is alright. Pretty good fire speed. The one great thing about this is how close you can shoot. Like look, that's where I'm hitting. I can actually shoot below the tank. It's really good. And like backwards, you can shoot practically the same distance. So that is really good. So now the javelin can lock onto ground vehicles just like the red square and the green square. It also can be used as a wire-guided missile, and it's really fast as well. So you can yeah, see, following my mouse and my cursor. So that is it for the Tow 2. I think, at least. Yeah. And now let's check out the last one. So yeah, my personally favorite is the Tow 2 because it can be used as anti-air and ground, so I recommend upgrading that one. It's the best one out of the 3 in my opinion. So now let's move on to the anti-air one, which has 4 surface-to-air missiles. It has no machine gun, so it's practically defenseless against ground vehicles. It is a light tank armed with an anti-air package. The speed is 55, the health is 1000, so this is no upgrades. Its special functionality is airdrop, and it costs no hull, 1 turret, 1 engine. The stats are 4 speed, 2 health, and 1 firepower. So let's spawn this one in. I hear a jet, so hopefully they don't shoot us. I think it's an F-35 because I can hear VTOL. Yeah, I think it's an F-35. It's either Harrier or F-35. But anyways, so moving on. It looks the exact same, just like the other ones. It has this like spoiler thing at the back, which I don't recognize from the other ones. And here's the main thing. The 4 surface-to-air missiles, which looks pretty cool. but it's quite simple. You can't see the interior of this, which is kind of annoying. So yes, it has the modern tank scope, and it has 4 surface-to-air missiles, which is kind of self-explanatory. So it's like the Panzer and the E625. So yeah, you cannot shoot these unless you're locked on, so I cannot test that. You have to test it yourself. But yes, that's about it for the Wiesel 1 anti-air. Oh yes, and I forgot to show you, so yeah, for the TOW2, destroy 35 ground vehicles in the Wiesel MK20, so this one. And for the Wiesel 1 anti-air, destroy 25 aerial vehicles in the Wiesel 1 MK20. Which is actually quite hard, but the MK20's machine gun max upgrade, it does do some pretty good damage. But it's still quite hard because like hitting planes and helicopters in the air with this Wiesel, it's quite hard. And the last thing I would like to test for this video, well I already know what the result is, but I just want to show you guys. So if we go over to the ocean with our support tablet, call an airdrop, and let's say just get a JLTV. So if we spawn it on the ocean, oh no. So yeah, the platform will not have floats, it will not spawn in the ocean, even though that'd be super cool, but non-practical because you would just ride right off into the ocean unless you spawn it like right here. So there's really no point, unless you'd be able to spawn boats, which would be a pretty cool feature. So as you can see, it just goes straight through and falls down. It does make a water effect, which is pretty cool. So that's why I want, my friend has the Lavad, luckily, he got it completely from a free spin. So that's why I want to test if the Lavad will like float on it when it lands, since it's the only amphibious thing that you can call with a support tablet. They should, the BTR-80 and the VCAC should really be on it, so, but Lavad's the only amphibious thing, so I want to test that out, but I probably will not record that. So that is it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next update on War Tycoon or just another clip. Bye.